I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be a classroom setup vlog. I am going to share footage that I took on 2 different days. Initially, when I was doing my classroom setup, I was thinking I was going to put it all in one video. However, after I imported the footage that I took yesterday at school, I realized I was already at 20 minutes. So we're just going to split this into 2 parts. So let's go ahead and roll part 1.
Walking away.
Okay, y'all, I am in my room for the first time. I'm gonna kind of just pan so you can see what I'm working with. So I have boxes of things that I ordered, and then I have some stuff that I brought in. This is something that I ordered. This is stuff I had at home. More stuff I had at home. More stuff that I had at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the paper off of everything and start trying to lay out the furniture. So here we go.
Your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me.
Okay, so I am currently going to try to put the furniture where I want it, I think. I have a couple things I want to switch out, so I'll go ahead and show you that. So the board over here, I'm actually going to turn into a word workstation with magnetic letters because that is a magnetic chalkboard. I'm going to redo the objectives as I mentioned, switch out this blue pocket chart for that black one, and then I am going to redo this right here. I'm also going to take the rules off this board and turn that into my birthday board. Those are the old PBIS posters that I redid. This is my word wall. I'm going to combine some of the letters together because I realized last year that I don't need all of them. And then I'm going to put a little affirmation station down here on this corner. So yeah, let's go ahead and start moving some furniture around.
Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me.
Okay, so here's what I've done. I spun my computer table around. I just want it up against the wall to give a little bit more floor space. Move that little table right there. I'm thinking that's going to be my writing center. The custodian's going to have to fix the leg on that table because one of them is up really high and the other ones are out, so I've just stood it on its side. But I'm going to center it on the board here. And then I have my shelf with my curriculum, my little desk. Keep coming this way. My library, I'm redoing those baskets. And then the shelves for their book boxes will go right here. Those are in my closet right now. I moved that shelf with all the math stuff over here. Need to find a place for the sanitizer. I'm thinking right there. And then I have their cubbies here. So that's what I've got so far. I'm gonna clean up all this paper. And then I think I'm gonna pull some stuff out of my closet and start putting that away.
When you're not holding me, I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time. Lost in my head, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose
So this was a lot of the stuff that was in my closet. I'm going to go ahead and put most of it where I want it. I can't put everything away until we fix that table, but yeah, gonna go ahead and straighten this up and then call it a day for day one.
I'm up all day, all night, we playing our last fight. Now in hindsight, I don't care, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm not gonna lose this. Yeah, kinda hate myself sometimes. Everything was on the line. Didn't wanna be the one who had to say it. No, I can't rewind the time. Promise I'll.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop for today. I will show you what the room is looking like. I basically just tried to lay out some furniture. I started switching over my books into the new book bins. I don't have all of them in yet, so I only did 4 of them, and yeah, I'll go ahead and show you what it's looking like in case you are curious. This is day 1 basically of classroom setup. I honestly don't have that much more to do. I could probably get everything else done in another day, but I'm not going to come back up for a while, probably not until the 2nd week of August, I'm thinking. But yeah, anyway, here's what it looks like. Okay, so again, here's gonna be the little writing center. This is for small groups. After they fix that table, I'll put them back against the wall. Moving over here, I wound up moving that math shelf over here. I think that's where it's gonna stay. That is not going to stay there. That's where the Chromebook card is going to go. So I'm gonna need to find a home for that. I'm going to turn that into my centers. So I'm gonna pull everything out of the drawers and redo that. And I'm gonna take all this stuff off the board here to make that a little WordWork / alphabet center. Coming over here, you can see I switched out some of the books. These are all books that I'm going to sort by category eventually. And then continuing over this way, got a big mound of trash. And moving around, I did move some of the letters on the word wall. That's going to be my little affirmation station. And then we are at the front of the room. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. And then I also switched the pocket chart out, so now I've got the black one here. I still need to laminate the calendar pieces, so all of that can be done at home. And then this will be my little place up at the front, because that computer is what is connected to the smart board, so got to keep that close. So yeah, that is the end of day 1. I'm just going to probably do one big setup vlog, so you will see the rest of it after this clip, but we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. It is 12:05. I'm hungry and ready to go home because it is hot in here. So I will sign off for now, and I will see you again the next time I am here in my classroom.
Down my pride, don't look back because I mean it when I say it.
Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, August 3rd. I'm back up at school. I'm not gonna stay very long, it's really hot in here. But I wanted to go ahead and finish getting the rest of the stuff out of my closet, which is where I'm standing right now. So I figured I'd go ahead and show you what I'm working with, what I need to do, and then we'll get to it. So when I packed up my classroom, I put all of my decor type stuff, or the random stuff that was just all over, in these tubs and then on top of the tubs. So I'm going to work on emptying all of that out, getting everything put where it belongs. I also have this big box of math stuff that we got at the end of last year. I want to pull all of that out and put it into containers in my classroom, but that's not going to happen today. I am going to drag the tub in there, but I'm not going to really empty it out today. This I don't think I'm going to use this year, so this will probably go home with me. I also have these, which I'm not going to use. I'm going to use them for something else. I'm going to use that for something else, and then those are my mailboxes, which are going to go back into my room. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it, lose it. I'm gonna lose it. But if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it, lose it. I'm gonna lose this.
Okay, so I've got everything out of my closet now for the most part, except for some books, because I need to do some rearranging in the closet. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start setting everything back out where it was, and then we'll see. It might, so it's 11:05. That took me about 20 minutes to clean that closet out. So yeah, we'll just see. Like I said, I'm not going to stay here super long today, but I do hope I can get everything put back where it belongs. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, so all of this stuff was stuff that I had over here in some capacity last year. I did buy this year, so I'm probably gonna swap some things over into that, and yeah, we'll just see what I can get to fit over here. I got that area figured out, so I'll go ahead and show you and walk you through what I did. So this is my little computer area. As I'd mentioned previously, this computer is connected to the smart board, so it really can't go anywhere else. I have a timer, my chime, a fan because it's always hot in here, and then I just organized everything else like this. So this way I still have room here for my document camera. This is the camera that they gave us last year for our virtual / hybrid / concurrent teaching. I am really hoping I won't have to use this, but obviously we don't know yet. And then right now this is just holding a dice, but I might put something else in there, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna put my popsicle sticks with my students' names in this one, and then these are extra pencils if they tell me that they need a new one. So that's what we've got so far. I am changing out this drawer right here. So this is stuff that I use to teach with, and then I need to take all of the paper out. I am going to organize it into like 3-drawer Sterilite bins. I have some in my closet, I just have to empty them out. So once I do that, I can actually use this for things like dry erase pockets, that kind of thing, stuff that we'll need to get to help us with our lessons. So that's just a little overview of this area, and that is one area down. Hey, this is the next area I am going to put back together, so here we go. That one didn't take too much. This is kind of my student center, if you will. I do not let them use either of the sharpeners, but I will let them come switch out crayons if they need to. Not really switch out, but get new ones. I'm gonna need to refill the drawers because we're looking a little sad. But I do just let them come get what they need out of the crayons. And then these are their morning tubs. Last year we used these for indoor recess and not really morning tubs because I had the virtual students and it was just very difficult. But this year I'm thinking I'll go ahead and go back to using them as morning tubs, but I'm not sure. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet, but yep, that's what that's looking like. And then over here, I took the rules down. I'm gonna turn this into my birthday board. And then this is just what holds our big books for our curriculum. I have a diffuser. That's what I use to fill up the diffuser. And then I have some unsharpened pencils there. I will also put another cup of sharpened pencils there as well, but haven't gotten to that yet. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the top of the library. So here we go. Okay, here's what I have. This might change. I'm not really sure that I love this, but we'll play around with that later. I did put my little ABC thing right here. I got that from Michael's. These signs are going to go back up, but I'm just going to move them over. It's just how they can pick a book, and then how many books they're supposed to have per our district. So yeah, I will put those back up, just not today. They'll just go in this space right here, I think. All right, one more area to put some things back in. That's kind of finishing up here and taking care of this. And then that might be it. I haven't quite decided. I need to do something with all of this, but again, I'm not really feeling like doing that today. If anything, I might go ahead and switch out the rest of these bins, but yeah, we'll just see how I'm feeling once I am done. Of my book baskets switched out. I did not pay attention to what I threw in there. I just kind of threw all of them in there. So I am going to go through them all, as well as the rest of them here, so that I can separate some things out by topic over here. So that is my plan. I have a ton more books in my closet. I will show you. So yeah, lots more books. So I'm probably not going to put those books out anywhere. I'm just going to work with the ones that I already have, but I am going to get those baskets down off of the shelves in there so I can actually store stuff that I actually need for kindergarten. So yeah, so I'm going to bring in some more metal shelves, which I use for my book boxes, put them along the wall, pull them, all those books, baskets of books down so I can actually use the shelves in there. So that will be a project for next time, but for now I'm pretty happy with what it's looking like, so let me go ahead and show you. So right by the door, I've put our mailboxes, our cubbies, walking along. This little mirror is going to be our affirmation station. I have the things that need to go around it. I just haven't cut them out yet. So continuing on. That board will be our birthday board. I just stuck everything on this easel to get it off the board, but I kind of rearranged that. So I'm going to put my rules down here at the bottom. I'm going to trim them so they actually fit and just put magnets on the back, stick them up against the board. That will be our schedule. That's going to be my date. I also have I will show you. Push lights for voice levels, which are also going to go up here. I haven't quite figured out how I want to arrange the board, but I did pull everything off to make it a little bit easier. Continuing this way, here's the little step stools I got from Five Below so the students can reach the smart board. My computer area. This is going to be my writing center. I'm going to take this down because for kindergarten we don't really do this. Table hasn't been fixed yet, but once it is, that will be small groups. And then I will continue walking over here. So this is where I keep all of my curriculum. That's where I'm going to keep my small groups. My little desk, that is not going to stay there. I do not know where that's going to go. So I need to figure that out because this is actually going to be our word work / letter work / whatever centers. So I am going to clean all of this out. I'm probably going to move some of it over into the white drawers here, but the rest of it, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put it yet. This is going to have to be redone so that I can put the new math manipulatives here. I'm also, as I mentioned, going to pull these down off the wall and I'll just put them elsewhere in the classroom because this is going to be a magnetic letter center. The Chromebook cart will go here once we get it back, and then back to the library. So these are the metal shelves that I'm talking about. That's what I'm going to put up against the wall in the closet to get some of those baskets of books down off the shelves so I can actually use the shelves. So yeah, that's what we're looking like. Obviously, I still need to worry about the books here. I've got some stuff all over that needs to be put away, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. So that is going to be the end of day 2 of classroom setup. I will probably come in one more time next week, early in the week. We actually have to all be back on Thursday of next week. So I think really just one more day I can get all the little stuff put away, and then I will be ready for our official orientation or O week. So summer is almost gone, y'all. How did that happen? I don't know. Hello again. It is currently Wednesday, August 4th. So I thought to just wrap this vlog up, I would do a little bit of show and tell, if you will. So I did make a few other things after I filmed my classroom prep video, which I'll link up in the cards. So I figured I'd go ahead and just show you what those were. So the first thing that I did is I used some labels that I purchased off TpT, which I'll link down in the description. And I used them to label my 10 drawer cart, which I'm going to use for my word work / letter workstations, as I mentioned in the setup. So I just took the labels and numbered the bins. So like here's 10, 7. They're not in any kind of order. 9, 4. But I went 1 through 10, and that way I can just assign a bin to a student. They can take the whole drawer and they'll have everything they need in there. Again, I will link the labels down below. The font that I used was KG Red Hands. Sorry, KG Red Hands was the font that I used. So if you're curious, you can check that out. Also, in terms of labels, I made some table number labels, which are going to go on the basket that holds their whiteboards, things like that, because we are still not allowed to have fabric type items in our classrooms this year. So I'm not able to do chair pockets, which is what I would usually use if we weren't dealing with COVID. So I just put a basket in the middle of their table last year, and that's what we're going to use again this year. And then I did make some labels to put on each basket. So I do have it for tables 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the last thing that I did was label my stations for my centers or rotations. So I made labels. Again, I just used PowerPoint, so I have things like big books, Write the Room, Chromebooks, letters, word work, and writing. So that's just what I did. And again, those labels were in the same pack that I've linked down in the description. And then I also just made a label for my calm down space. I just figured I'd go ahead and make one for that too. It's more of a way for students to see words, like, you know, because when they're in kindergarten, a lot of times I have students who come in who don't know any letters at all. So just a way for them to kind of get a little bit more used to seeing words around them. Environmental print is always a good thing to have in a kindergarten classroom, so I figured labels like this would help with that. So that is one thing that I made up, and then I also purchased two other things. Well, one was actually a freebie, so I did a secret student thing. I'm just going to put probably Velcro or something back here so I can stick a student's name on there, and then that will be the student that I'm kind of watching in particular that day. And then I also did an affirmation station for my little mirror. Again, it's linked down below, but here are just some of the cards. So I have the title. I also liked that she had multiple varieties of the labels. So I obviously chose the ones that are all in regular font, not cursive font, because my students obviously cannot read cursive. So just kind of flip through and show you the ones. There were a lot more than this, but since I have a pretty small space, these are just the ones that I am working with. So obviously I still need to cut all of this stuff out. I'm not real rushed about it, but it'll get done eventually. So anyway, that's just some other things that I created for my classroom. And again, I've linked everything down below if you would like to check them out on TpT. So that's going to be the end of my classroom setup part 1 video. So please let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or comments about things that I've set up in my room, I'm happy to hear them. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.